So we are back. This is like painting party take 2, isn't it?
Yeah, well.
Thankfully, the weather is gorgeous
Yeah,
today.
we're burnt today, I think.
Yeah. So we've come back midweek. All the hull is now dry. But I had a little change of heart.
An epiphany.
I'm quite glad that we didn't get to paint the hull, because what I want to do is, obviously the boat was never originally caulked, you know, like most wooden boats are, you know, like with the cotton. Then she hasn't got any of that on, but because of her age she has opened up a little bit towards the front.
Well, I think there always has been like a bedding compound between the planks,
Yeah.
so yeah, we need to.
So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to spend the time and I'm going to seal up all the gaps. We've also got Robbo and Janyce here.
Yeah.
They're working on the port side exhaust, and we've got Lee and Jordan around the other side working on the starboard exhaust. So I want to get everything as good as possible today.
Well, we may as well take advantage of it this year as well. We may as well do the bedding, is that what it's called? Bedding anyway. In the summer, because obviously the planks got like the widest gaps at the moment. So.
Yeah. So we have got a little bit of high water coming in about an hour. It's not going to be high, but we may get a little bit wet.
Wellies. May get wellies wet. Yeah, yeah.
So let's crack on.
Hello again.
So we're just doing another layer of rust converter because it's been stood for a few days. It has sort of bled through. So before we put the first layer of zinc on, the guys are just giving it another treatment.
You're calling Janet, guy?
Guys, girls, guys and girls. Robbo's gonna get stuck in the mud.
Again.
Right then. So I'm gonna go and start at the front and start taping up my lines. So I need to start by getting all the old squishy sealant out, really. So Simon's made me a special hook. So the water is coming in. So I think shortly I'm going to be stood in the water. But for now I'm going to carry on scraping and getting all the silicone out.
Here we go. Not far.
Yeah, you're the first one putting paint on the boat.
Alright, yeah, painting party, paint your boat.
Yay!
I think I'll be a while.
Should we put you on a time lapse?
Yeah, that'll do.
So we've got Lee and Jordan on the starboard side, cleaning off the exhaust, which is quite demanding, so the paint's so thick. We've got my mum putting a zinc coating on, Robbo raking out all the gaps, so then Gemma can then put the sealant on. So it's like a nice bedding sealant, so it goes in between all the gaps. So once that's done, we'll have to leave it a couple of days for that to go off properly, and then we can give it another sand, and then we can put the primer on. Then it should look beautiful, shouldn't it? When it's all painted.
Been selling things are well. What facts belong, it's hard to say. Your pattern is so hard to tell. But we're together, that's our game. Round and round and round we go. The dance ain't over, I'm sure we're still the same. Love the ways you make us whole. Would you say if things ain't right? Look away, what's really going on? What's really going on? Would you tell me, can't you say what's really going on? What's really going on? Down the bottom in the hole, there's no sane ways, there's no explanations. I've got things I tend to moan. In these times, just please be patient. Be my shore, be my home. Drag this out and build us up again.
So the exhaust is looking really good. So it's had its first coat of zinc primer, and I'm still on sealant on the gaps. So it's all done now apart from the front. So I'm going to go move over to the front now and get that done. The guys are doing a really good job around on the other exhaust as well. So I'm hoping by the end of the day that will all have been rust treated and is at the same level as this exhaust. All day filling his cracks in. I am so thankful for this Ryobi gun. This is the best thing we ever bought. Imagine like how sore my hands would be now if I was doing it with a manual gun.
So the worst plank on the boat anyway is what I'm going to show you now. So you can see here. Initially I thought it was like rotten, yeah, but I think she's had a hit at some point, and then someone's just come along with some, looks like normal car body filler, and filled it. So we're not going to leave it, but well, we are for now. But we will change the plank at some point. But
when we're on the hard.
When we're on the harder.
We're on the harder, yeah.
No, we can change that here, can't we? Enough for that one.
Get a bit panicky when you get the camera on. So me, I do it better off camera.
Well,
I'm all nervous.
She's just been doing all these ones here, these like nice runs. If they were wells, they'd be good, but you do get nervous on the camera. Well,
It's like when you're at school and the school teacher's like looking over your shoulder and you start cocking up, isn't it? But instead of like a school teacher, I've got like 60,000 people staring at me.
Or Simon.
My mother-in-law.
Oh, the mummy! So it looks like they've got it down to bare metal, so that's good. Shiny. You can see a reflection, that looks like chrome. You like chrome, don't you? What car have you got?
Little Spitfire. Triumph.
Triumph Spitfire.
Yeah.
Fantastic machines. He likes all his chrome exhaust. Chrome. He's got chrome spoked wheels on it. How cool.
Bit of bling.
Bit of bling.
Painting party 3, day 2. Simon living the actual dream. Worst part of the whole job. Getting underneath there.
Someone's got to do it.
Yeah. Absolute nightmare of a job underneath the exhaust. We were fortunate on Sunday. Your mate Rob was here and was a star, wasn't he?
Rob did it last night.
Yeah. Moving along, starboard exhaust.
So you only sort of appreciate the work that people do is when you do it yourself. They really do, because like you look at them and go, oh yeah, cool, easy job that, but when you actually go and do it. So yeah, hats off to people who do hard jobs. Yeah. Or never underestimate what people are doing anyway. Yeah.
So finally getting around to finishing the starboard exhaust now. We started it last year, 1 coat of primer on it, but again the weather beat us and we couldn't finish it all. So Lee, Jordan and myself have finished that off with the grinding, ready for a coat of rust treatment and then zinc. Mud's all starting to dry out now. It's been really low tide today. Moving around to the other side. And here we have Jan, who's normally the light and soul of the party and is so happy. Jan, how's it been getting this zinc primer on?
Great,
Yeah?
great. It's
Okay.
been a pain.
Yeah.
It's going on now, second coat, so we'll be good.
Yeah. So hopefully by the end of the day, all of the starboard side will look like the port. Treated with rust treater and 2 coats of zinc primer. Yeah, Jan started painting it before and the paint's that thick that once you put it on with the brush, you go anywhere near it again, it just lifts it off. Probably didn't help that the sun was out and that black paint was quite warm as well.
We're getting there.
We are. Further up, got Lee and Gemma. Lee's been promoted from the grinder to the scraper now.
I've made it.
He's moving quickly up the ranks. Gemma's been busy all morning, filling in all the gaps between the planks. Getting to the last ones now, but she's going to have to grow a little bit to be able to reach the very top bits.
I'm vertically challenged.
Yeah, she's already threatened that she wants a shoulder ride. We'll see what we're doing. So Gemma's squirting it in and then Lee's just smoothing it down. Getting a beautiful finish on it.
Look at that.
It's almost like you've done that before, mate.
It's like tiling, isn't it?
Yeah. So anyway, quick update. Still loads going on. It's 4:15. Plenty more things to do.
Painting boat time!
At last,
Yeah.
Gemma's so happy.
Right.
Go on, Gem, you can do it. First bit of paint of the weekend for you.
Yeah. weekend.
Look at her, she's happy. Bless her.
Got me grey paint.
Gemma's done it.
And Janyce.
And Janyce.
Teamwork.
Yeah. See, it's true what they say, women do all the work.
The men are all stood round drinking beer.
Very jealous.
You ready? Wave bye-bye to the last bit.
Last bit.
Last bit.
Hopefully we'll never see this again.
This festival.
Yes. Oh, gonna need just a little bit more, aren't I?
Just do it up to.
The preparation is most important.
Let me just go and get a little dollop more.
Paint your boat.
Gemma's favourite thing.
Paint your bows.
And there
we go. First coat.
Yeah.
Yay!
Paint your bows.
I've painted the boat. Well, we've definitely had the A-team on it today.
Yeah, they've gone home now, there's just us left.
Yeah, they've gone to solve a mystery somewhere.
Did we achieve what we wanted to achieve today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
And more. Yeah, I think
Good
it
mop
will.
up after Sunday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all the port side is all filled in all the gaps, so that just needs sanding back before
Still
we can
more
paint
sanding
it.
though to do, isn't there?
More
to get it back?
sanding.
Yeah, it's not paint your boat anymore, it's sand your bloody boat, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we are getting there slowly but surely, but thank you all so much. Cheers, guys.
Hey.
Welcome back. It feels like painting party 562 today. We might get
About
to...
number 5, maybe.
Oh God. Hopefully we might get paint on the boat today, but it is,
Raining.
yeah.
Well, it's hitting, it just keeps coming down, doesn't it?
The ground is very, very soggy today, but we've got the amazing crew back to help us. So we're going to get stuck in today, aren't we?
Where are they?
They're coming later. So, jobs today. Sand back all the port sides where I done all the sealant last time. Hopefully get that all sanded back. Fingers crossed for dry weather so we can get it painted and get the exhaust finished as well. So we've all got our jobs, haven't we? Yeah. Let's get to it. We've got Jordan and Jed down here doing the underneath the exhaust. Round the other side, Robbo's sorting out little bits of rust off the other side. Janyce and Paddy are sanding all the hull down. So what me and Lee are going to do is we're going to fill the gaps in the starboard side.
What facts belong inside to say? Pattern is so hard to tell, but we're together, that's our game. Round and round and round we go. The dance ain't over, I'm sure we're still the same. Love the ways you make us whole. Would you say if things ain't right? Look away, look away. What's really going on? What's really going on? Would you tell me?
So the water's coming in again. So we've got to pause for a bit. But I need to get some rubbish off the boat. See all the green bags at the front. So I actually bought a boat a few weeks back to basically fix it and then to sell it, only because it was the excuse to buy it, because it's a jet rib. But I've never actually driven a jet rib before, so we'll go and give that a try, and we'll move the rubbish with it. So should we tell them that the water's coming in? Should we just wait and leave them? We'll leave them.
So we're all still waiting for the water to leave. Simon's drying off after his little dip in the water, getting the boat going. He goes, Gemma, have you got any spare pants? I don't know, did you bring any spare pants? So he's robbed me overalls.
I'm going to look like I know what I'm doing.
You're going to look like you've done some work today.
Professional, yeah.
Is that fun?
Yeah, it was good that, yeah.
So we're still prepping the hull, now all these sealants dry that I put on the other day. We're sanding it all back so it's all nice and smooth, and then hopefully we'll be ready to paint.
I hear you're still going on, but things I never did. Maybe you can't see that I'm hard to hold. I know I'm a basket case you think should be alone, but I still have my friends, don't want you. All I need is them, don't want you. I can barely sleep cause of you, but I still have my friends, don't want you. You're a nightmare, reminding me of who I am, I feel scared.
So we're moving some pallets around now. We have sanded all the boat from there, and now we need to get in the really stinky bit of mud and sand all the front, and then we can paint the boat. I'm so glad we spent the time filling all the gaps, and obviously it's put, you know, a lot of extra time on it, but it's worth doing properly, isn't it? So hopefully when it is painted it'll look so much better. So we can see Robbo falling in the mud.
Good, I love it.
Are you having fun?
Oh, what? Sorry, did you say fun? We're gonna die!
Right here under the thumb of the cold air, a calling from something that's out there somewhere, wondering when we'll be departing from here. Anyone else would go back inside, but we set out to walk 1,000 good miles from our hometown, leaving everyone behind as their slow fires died down. Once we left, we found it harder.
What time is it?
It is 5:30.
Paint
What
your
time is it?
Paint your boat time.
Okay, your boat time! Yeah, but it is also 4:30, so
5.
5.
5:30.
Yeah.
The Knocke on overtime. Right, let's start mixing some paint and get the first coat on.
Right. So 750 mil pot, 10%, 75 mil of thinner.
Just fair. Do you want to have a go at mixing? It's dead fun.
Oh, good technically.
It's not bad.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are you mixing it the right way?
Well,
Don't unmix it.
I'm doing clockwise and anti-clockwise.
Oh no, you can't do it both ways.
I'm just going to confuse it.
Don't know how many we need.
Paint your boat time.
Watch out, this small world is closing in, no doubt. You've been in some nasty pain, but I'll shout right until you really hear. No way, I will let you dig your hole. I'll stay, tickling your bored out soul, and we'll play pretend if it'll get you warm. I know we could be a splash of paint in a world that's otherwise all gray. Take me by my arms and say it's the first to color things this way. And you are typing the words down, let them take your blank spaces. We could be a splash of paint.
How amazing does that look? So now it's just a little tidy up. We've got to put the windows back in that we took out. Tidy up the pallets so they don't float away on tonight's high tide. Job's a good one. I'm really, really impressed.
Oh, so that's an end of how many days work? 4 days?
Saturday, Sunday, Wednesday, 4 days.
Yeah. But she looks really good.
She does. And obviously we've had so many people over the past 4 days come and go and help us, who've all been absolutely incredible,
Yeah,
haven't they?
yeah.
Thank you to everyone. And I'm really so upset that everyone's not here to put the paint
Yeah.
on. And we sort of took the cream off the top, didn't we?
I'm really upset they're not here because it was bloody hard work.
Putting the paint on, yeah.
So it's done. Well,
Yay.
the first coat.
Yeah, the first coat, definitely needs a second coat.
Yeah.
Please, is it on the right way round this time?
Yes,
Yes.
it's on the right way.
That's
Dave, we put the paint on the right way round. Oh, I've also got something to say.
Go on.
Stringer, 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 stringer.
Oh, drop now.
I don't know.
So apparently there's a game that goes round that I heard about in our Facebook group, that every time we say stringer, people have to have a shot. So whoever plays that game, stringer, stringer, stringer.
Stringer, stringer, stringer.
Stringer!
Stringer. So
Stringer things.
we painted the boat.
Yep.
The weather even though it's a bit
It's
cloudy,
been on our side.
it's
been okay.
Alright,
Yeah.
it's been good. Obviously the conditions, because we've had high water today,
Yeah.
haven't been ideal, have we? We're all like swamp people.
We haven't lost anybody to the mud, have we? So
No.
You know,
Thank you all
yeah. Yeah,
for
1, 2, 3,
4
4, 5.
days of proper hard work. 'Cause
Yeah.
It hasn't been easy. So
I'm
I really
exhausted.
thank you, and and everyone else. There's no words to describe how thankful I am. I'm just like,
You know, she looks really good, doesn't she?
she does.
I think Sarinda's thankful, basically.
She is.
Yeah.
So
lovely. Exhaust.
Yeah.
thank you all for watching, and I think next week we'll be back to some good work.
Stringers.
I'm
Yes!
I'm just really glad that it's been back to mud today, because I think Lee thought it was just a bit of a wander around here when it was dry,
Yeah,
didn't he?
so
But now
easy.
today he's kind of
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
Living the dream
He's
today
met
in
full-
the mud.
full boatyard dreams.
He's been well initiated into the Heswell mud.
Yeah.
So thank you all so much for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, all that
Yeah.
stuff, and it's dead
Thank you,
late. It's dead late. We need to go home. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you very much.
Would you come back? You've got to, obvious, because you're related.
Well, where I don't have to get covered in mud and have my hair stuck all over.
In about 7 years.
Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah.
If you see what we can see, then adventure waits for all of us. There's a place that we should be. Come along, 'cause it's high tide and we can't lose. Come and dress